Right, hey guys, how's it going? This is part 2 of a walkthrough for Battlefield 3 Co-op. This is the helicopter one, which I do not remember the name of, and that's pretty bad. But oh well. As you can see there, on PC you can hold the right mouse to have a look around outside the helicopter there. It's currently 4 AM here, and I've been trying all night to try and get Power Director to work, and I've given up, and I'm now doing this on Windows Movie Maker, which is not the best, but we'll go with it. At the start here, you just want to fly through this valley, try not to hit the other helicopters, because if you crash and die, you will fail the mission. Once you reach the sort of main area, they'll tell you to open fire. There's 2 buildings which the first wave comes from, which is that one I just fired at, and the one that's just to the left there, next to the water tower. 2 mortar teams will appear, you have to shoot them down. I don't think they really do much. I've never seen them fail by not shooting them down. The controls of the helicopter are pretty easy, there's not much to worry about that. Rolling is just used A and D to turn, and left and right on the mouse to roll. Now, if you want to turn quickly, you want to do, say, A and pulling your mouse to the left if you wanted to do a sharp turn to the left. Or if you wanted to strafe around a circle, you move your helicopter in opposite directions, turning the tail one way and the main body of the helicopter the other. For example, A and pulling the mouse to the right. Pretty standard mission. The gunner has a night vision, which can be helpful, but it's also zoomed in, which can impair your vision sometimes if you try and do it too close to the ground. As a pilot, you want to try and keep your gunner facing the enemies at all times, but you also want to try and be able to shoot at them with your main gun of the rocket pods, of which there are 14. The main danger in this map is crashing and burning into the ground. This is a hard difficulty in this video, and very few people actually shoot at the helicopter, so there's not much danger. This is the next bit, and as you see, straight away you want to go for these RPGs, and once they're down, it's easy sailing. You just want to shoot the stray infantry that spawn. The one comes at this junction, and the next is at this break in the road. They come from the buildings at each of those locations. If you're not so good at helicopter flying, then pressing C to go into third person can help you balance the helicopter and see what way you're facing. Also, if you're not very good at shooting as a pilot and you just want to let your gunner do all the work, it sounds lazy, but some people do it, and you just want to fly pretty much to 100 feet or meters. I'm not sure what that scale on the right there is measured on, but just sit around there and your gunner can get a wide view of everything. For these BMPs, the gunner does have a guided missile, but it's not really necessary unless you want to use it. There's not any advantage or disadvantage. It'll tend to go down in one burst of both guns. So like 14 rocket pods and 1 guided missile would take it down on hard. for anyone interested, those numbers in purple at the top are the FPS I'm currently getting and the temperature of my primary GPU. And I also have Crossfire HD Radeon 5770s. There you see I got hit by a round, and I've got warning things and smoke trailing from the back of my helicopter, but there's nothing much to worry about. If you get heavily damaged, then there's always the extinguisher, which you can use by pressing X, and that will put out a fire if there is one on your helicopter. There you see the smoke, but not actually any fire, so that fire extinguisher is not required and won't even activate if you press the button. Both the pilot and the gunner can spot enemies for each other to help coordinate if you're not on TeamSpeak or anything. Right now I'm just doing this with a random match make, so we were both doing spotting to help each other. Here I'm just hovering a bit, letting my gunner shoot at any stray enemies. One last run before the characters, not sure what you call them in this game, I almost call them NPCs. That wouldn't really work. But they storm that building and it's good news. Next objective is to get them evacuated. But first is these cars at the opposite ends. I tend to go for this one on the left first, as is usually the closest to where you are. Two cars spawning at each side on hard, there's less on normal and even less on easy. Very easy to take down. When the enemies first spawn in, they'll all be grouped together, as you saw there, and it makes them very easy to take down with one burst from the rocket pods. You can get almost half the wave in one burst, which can help speed things up. Here there's one last burst of enemies, and after you get these ones down, you have to just wait for the helicopters to come in and pick up the friendlies, and then you're set. Here we're just stalling for time until helicopters pick everyone up. There's some destructible buildings around which can be interesting if you want to shoot them down. Some explosive barrels as well. Not much use when you're actually trying to kill people though, because they're too far away. And we fly off into the distance. Thanks for watching. This has been Battlefield 3 walkthrough for the co-op campaign. This was the second mission. Thanks for watching.